Hello everybody, this is Warrior Dan, and today we're going to be analyzing and critiquing 3-2-1 grenades. I don't like to say review, as I tend to associate that with writing 10 pages of script containing all my inner thoughts on a specific game. This is more like a short video highlighting in my eyes what makes this game particularly noteworthy. I've been aware of grenades for a while now prior to its release on Steam, having followed and had several conversations with the developer. For those of you that haven't heard of the game, 3-2-1 Grenades is a classic homage to the fast-paced shooter genre popularized by games like Doom or Quake, while at the same time layering on a colorful, exaggerated cartoonist tone, complete with text balloon-filled cutscenes scattered throughout the game. This style of unskippable cartoon bubble text interactions is a classic 90s style, very reminiscent of games like Super Mario 64, Banjo and Kazooie, and Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. There are a number of equally outlandish and creative game modes in the game, all of which take inspiration in one form or another from classic FPS game modes, with the addition of a unique spin on each of them, such as your generic deathmatch, tennis, fall ball, capture the pug, and paintball. I'm not going to go through the details of every single game mode in the game, as frankly I'm mostly stuck to just playing a couple of them, namely the ones above. Deathmatch pits you against a number of other players, or in lieu of human players, NPCs, in an arena where you frantically try to get the most eliminations by tossing grenades at your opponents and hoping some of the time your grenades hit the intended target. This is one game mode you're definitely going to want to bunny hop in. Tennis in the game is more or less the same as real-life tennis, with really only one key difference. Instead of using your generic sports tennis balls, you're using grenades. Not a big deal, right? Until it blows up in your face. Your goal is to knock your grenades towards your opponent using a tennis racket, while at the same time deflecting enemy grenades from hitting you, again using your tennis racket. Collect ammunition scattered around the map, and keep going until there's only one person left, preferably you. Fall ball is fairly simple. You're placed in a floating arena with destructible blocks as the flooring. Be the last person to fall off and you win. This is one mode where you'll definitely need to watch your footing. Capture the pug, which you would normally assume to be a variant of capture the flag, actually has more common ground with basketball than anything else. You fight for control of a bouncing pug and try to throw it in a basketball hoop. The game makes clear early on what kind of audience it's targeting. My generation. Those of us growing up in the late 80s and early 90s, growing up with games like Doom, Twisted Metal, Quake, Super Mario 64, etc. And throughout the game you'll see more than one nod of the hat to the aforementioned games. 3-2-1 Grenades is one game that may not blow you away, but can definitely be a blast to play if you just judge it at face value, as a game that is unapologetically cliché and retro. 3-2-1 Grenades is now available on Steam for $7.99 USD. Personally, I do recommend picking it up if you do see it on sale. It's a good game, it's not great, it's a quick pick up and play kind of game. I had a good time with it and I have no regrets about it. But that said, it's not perfect and it's certainly not for everyone, so judge it by the footage you see here, and if it appeals to you, great, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. This is Warrior Dan signing out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a while since I've been interested enough in a game to do this kind of critique. So credit to the developer of 3-2-1 Grenades for reinvigorating my love for talking about games. Tell me, what do you think of this game? Do you enjoy fast-paced shooters? And would you consider buying this game, or games like it? I'm curious to know your opinions. That's it for this video. This is Warrior Dan once again signing out. Stay awesome, and peace out.